Tired of creating invoices manually? In this video, I will show you how to use VLOOKUP in Excel to build a fully automated invoicing template, perfect for saving time and reducing errors in your workflow in your business.
This template automatically pulls product details, calculate total and taxes, and generate invoice instantly. So here in the next sheet is our master table where you have listed all the product with relevant details. And in this sheet, you can simply select any product. It will fetch the details automatically using VLOOKUP, enter the quantity. The moment you press enter, it automatically calculates the tax and the total value and updates the overall figures. So that's what we are going to build in this third and the last example. So this is a starter template. First, create a drop-down list for this product codes. All the cells have now drop-downs. Let's proceed with the VLOOKUP part. We will fetch the description value using this product code from the master list. I will simply type VLOOKUP. For the lookup value, select product code. And for the table array, select the whole table range. Don't forget to log this range by pressing F4, otherwise you will get erroneous results moving down the line. And for the column number, I will type 2 because description is in the second column. And for the result type, I will select exact match and press enter. Now if I simply drag it down, the formula has been applied. This VLOOKUP part is working fine. But there is one issue. If there is no product code selected like in these cells, the VLOOKUP is returning not available because there is no value to look up in the master table. But this doesn't look good in our template. So we need to fix that. Before proceeding to solve this particular not available error, let me first tell you about this rest of the fields. I have simply applied the VLOOKUP as I applied in the description field. I have applied over the all these columns. I have simply changed the column number. Here it's 3, for the next column it's 4, and for accession and tax rate it's 5 and 6. And now I can set up another formula to calculate subtotal by multiplying this rate with the quantity. And based upon the total and applicable tax rate, it will calculate the tax value by simply multiplying this tax rate with the subtotal. And finally, the running total will be calculated as this tax value plus subtotal. So this will give you the overall value of this first line item. So you can see 3400 subtotal, total sales tax 612, and finally the combined total is 4012. Now let's fix this not available error. We will fix this error using if function. So I will type if. Shows you the syntax of this if function. It asks for a logical test, a value if the test comes out to be true, and a value if test evaluated out to be false. So if I simply type 5 greater than 2, which is actually true. So the value, if this test is true, I will simply type A, and if it's false, then B. If I close this bracket and press enter, you will see it has given A because 5 is indeed greater than 2. So this condition comes out to be true. So it fills the cell with first value. If the test comes out to be false, if I say 5 greater than 8, so in this case, this is false. So the cell will be filled with the value B. You see? So this is how if function works. We will check a condition that for our case is to check whether these cells are empty or not. And if cells are empty, we will simply put a blank value. And if cell is not empty, based upon this condition, we will run a VLOOKUP formula. So the way we check if a cell is empty or not, there is another function is blank. Check this cell value. So this comes out to be false because it's actually not blank. So is blank evaluate out to be false. So if I simply drag it down, all the cells where the cells are empty, the is blank function is returning true. So by using this is blank function, I can check for the whether a cell is empty or not. So simply replace it with is blank, and I will check for this first cell, and If the value is blank, if the cell is blank, I want it to return simply a blank text with no value. And if the condition is false, that means the cell is not blank, then I want to run the VLOOKUP formula that we have copied. That we have applied earlier. So now if you press enter, you see it has fetched the value. And if I simply drag it down, you can see it's behaving exactly the way we want it to. Wherever there is a value, it's actually fetching the value. And if the cell is empty, it's returning an empty string. If I simply select a value over here, it simply fetch the value. The same way I've applied this if is blank and the formula combination, the same will be applied over all the other columns so that they get populated only when there is a value in the product code column. So let me quickly update all the formulas and we will get back to you. So I have updated all the formulas. Now you can simply select any value and it will fetch the details. The moment you enter the quantity, it will give subtotal, tax rate, tax value, and update the total and combine total also. So if I press enter, you see all the values get automatically updated. That's it for this video. If this helped you see VLOOKUP in a more practical, real world way, hit the like button. Download the project files from the description and try building these templates yourself. That's where the real learning happens. And if you want more Excel tutorials like this, make sure you are subscribed. I will see you in the next one.